Okay, I was out in the hot rod yesterday and my hood ornament kept bouncing around, and that's annoying, and every time it bounces around it comes loose, and when I pulled the screws out of it, it has some little small screws in it that is supposed to hold it to the hood, and I don't know, for some reason it seemed like it must have worked on an old Packard from the factory, but it ain't working on my hot rod. It needs something a little more substantial to hold it to the hood. So what I'm doing here, you can see I got the poor bird locked in my drill press. I got it lined up very carefully and clamped in place with a piece of leather so that this won't, you know, scratch his wings up. And I got my smallest little bit on here. I'm going to drill a hole all the way through him and then gradually go up in sizes till I get the right size hole. And then I'm going to go buy me a brass screw about this long with a straight headed screw on the top, and I'm going to put it down through the top. I'm going to put a plate under my grill shell that kind of goes across there to tighten it up so it don't bounce around quite so much. And then I'm going to put a lock washer on there and tighten it all up together. And I'm going to use these two little screws that used to be in here just to kind of station it in the right place. And then I'm going to cut a piece of something to go under it, maybe a piece of rubber, or I might even use a piece of this leather. But that's what I'm working on. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Okay, I drilled this baby out. I went to the store. I was going to get me a brass screw, but I came across this hex head steel bolt that I like better. It's stronger, it's easier to tighten. I've got a big fat washer to go up under it and a locking screw. So I should be able to attach this right onto the radiator like it was, and buddy, I'll be able to get some traction on that, you know what I mean? Tighten that down good, it shouldn't be loose anymore. I almost forgot, I was going to cut me a little piece of rubber to go underneath it, and for that I'm using this old piece of floor mat material. It should do just fine. What I'll do is make a hole for my screw, stick it through there. Might cut this better with a knife. Okay, got my little rubber piece cut out, and made a couple of holes in there for the screws to fit through, like that. That way when this sits down on the car, it'll be riding on something other than just metal, which I think is a good thing. Now let's put her on. Woohoo! Alright, she's on there good and sturdy now. So let's take her for a ride and see how she does. I'll set the camera up here. Well, I don't want to do that. Last time I did that, I got bugs and gravel on my lens and I ruined a good camera. So I'll shoot through the windshield instead. He's good and firm up there now. I think that's going to be just fine.